What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. A big topic in the community today has been Xbox All Access. And I want to talk about it a little bit because I even mentioned on Twitter, I think I'm in the minority here because I'm a little bit perplexed by the whole process. Because to me, it almost seems like a console leasing approach. So for those of you that don't know, essentially you'll pay $35 or $22 depending on the program. You'll get a console, Xbox Live Gold, and a Game Pass that gives you about 100 games as far as just having access to them, not ownership. And I guess, in a way, as a gamer myself, I've become desensitized to the understanding that gaming can be an expensive hobby. Purchase a PC, purchase a console, purchase games. I'm just used to doing it because I've done it my whole life. Now, in fairness, there have been companies before today, long before today, that will actually lease you a console. I personally have never been a fan of lease to own. I understand that in a way it does a great service by providing somebody something they may not otherwise be able to afford, but to be fair, even the best case scenario, those individuals end up paying well over the actual unit's cost, may never end up actually owning the unit, and in the case of a console or something technology-based, you essentially pay for something that's outdated. And the Xbox One is no exception. This generation of consoles is closing out, so it's very likely that these individuals doing this with this 24 monthly payments will end up paying for something that's in many ways obsolete. So let me also say that I feel like you could do this other ways. Let's say that rather than pay them $35 a month, you decided that you could pay $42 a month. And you went out to any store, and most any store will do this for you. You open a store credit card, 12 months, 0 APR, whatever the option may be. You charge that $260 console, you pick out your 4 games, and you pay that $42 a month for 12 months. You'll actually own the console, own the games, trade them, play them, sell them, whatever you want to do. Now, granted, the Xbox Live Gold is going to be a decision you have to make after your trial, but you'll have ownership of the console. And listening to this today brought me back to when I was a kid. When I was a kid, my parents had bought me the original Nintendo for my birthday or for Christmas. And I remember as the Super Nintendo came out, like most kids, I had to have the Super Nintendo. There was no way that my life was going to be complete without it. And my parents essentially established, listen, we bought you the Nintendo. You only need one. You can only play one console at a time. So we're not buying you the Super Nintendo. It wasn't that they couldn't buy it. They certainly could have. They just wanted to make me earn it and appreciate it. So I spent a good bit of a summer mowing neighbors' yards, cleaning neighbors' cars, cleaning neighbors' gutters, to where I saved up enough money to walk into a Service Merchandise and pay for that Super Nintendo in small bills. And it was a very proud day for me, and it stuck with me. When I bought my first truck, my first recreational vehicle, my first house, I remembered that moment of actually earning that Super Nintendo. And when my friends would come over and want to pick it up, I was so protective of it because I knew how hard I'd worked to get it. Mario didn't show up and was like, hey kid, $15 a month and this baby is yours, and we'll throw in Mario Kart. And I still have that Super Nintendo. I could still go play it today if I wanted, and the reason I still have it is because I remember the hard work that went into it. And not that every purchase needs to be a life lesson. I feel like, to a degree, with all due respect, if you can't save up enough money to purchase a console, then maybe you need to spend a little bit less time gaming, because while they are investments, it's an investment that's easy and reasonable to expect someone to be able to make, especially if it's going to consume a lot of your recreational time. So with that said, man, I would love to know what you guys think about this, because personally, if you want to know how I feel, I think these consoles are probably going to get treated horribly. There's going to be a good bit of them that never have their monthly payments fulfilled, and I don't know if Microsoft is going to continue this program after maybe its first year or 2-year inception. Again, though, love to know what you guys think about it. Appreciate you checking it out, and you know that I'll be back very shortly with more commentary.